Yo, alright, boys. This is recorded at 6:30 a.m., so I'm gonna be a bit tired. So let's hope I don't miss shit. But this is 2 hours after you sent me this shit, so I'm gonna go over it as best as I can. Hopefully, not miss much. And just go over this. This is my first time watching it, so I'm gonna watch the entire 34 minutes, and hopefully, I'm recording this as at this time. That way, it gets out at a decent enough time. Um. So, let's go over a few things early. So far, nothing really. I mean, Beads is definitely not the play here. I mean, I guess there's a Willix jungle, but if you have decent wards, you don't even have to worry about that. You also have your ultimates to help. I think the right call here was Aegis, since we knew you were going against Poseidon ADC at the start of the game. We knew you were doing that. As far as this, that's fine. Yeah, let's go into it. Let's turn this down. Alright. Let's see. Um, if we start running Metastar with Adult, which I think we will, this guy won't be here, so. But for now he is here, so let's try to play around that. So right here. Um, it is a 2v1 in lane, and the guy that you're going up against is Poseidon, who started as 3. And in the situation, Ganesh should have held off on using leveling up an ability, and instead once we fully knew that it was only Poseidon there, he should have leveled up as 3, and then right here, instead of throwing the ability at wave, he should be attacking them. You, sir, you should be standing over here. You should not be standing here, because then you eat the damage from the 3, which does around fucking 80, 70 damage, some shit like that. It does more damage than it really should. But you also haven't thrown your ability yet. So what you should do is you should be standing over here kind of close to the wall, like just kind of, 1 second, let's go back 5 seconds. Just kind of in this area right here. And this is going to be a little sweet spot. You should be standing close to the wall. And you should only do this on characters that don't have like a straight line clear. Engine Wave does not have a straight line clear. So what you should do is you should walk over here to the left, and whenever the waves collide, you want to throw your X. I guess you fucking switch around your controls, and that shit bothers me. Normally that's a square for me, so if I'm just gonna call it Jinwei 1. So normally you want to throw your 1 at the archers, and then just auto attack the archers till those are dead. Then you want to focus on the main big creeps, or since it's also a 2v1 in lane. Normally you wouldn't do this, but since it is a 2v1 in lane in the situation, you might want to actually just throw the whirlpool on Poseidon, and the Ganesha right here, wants to start his dash, and then you could just fucking kill the Poseidon within 30 seconds, you know? You can do some shit like that, but normally that wouldn't happen. So instead, just look. I'm not really gonna ignore the Ganesha's not here. I'm not really gonna ignore him, but instead I'm just gonna say what you should be doing whenever he's not there. So you should more of just standing over here, throw that on archers, all that shit. I don't like that one bit. I don't like how you walked up to get it on there. Just aim it. I mean, this is fine here, honestly. Yeah, this is fine. Definitely don't get knocked out by your own stuff, because then that wastes time. But in a situation like this, you probably could have gotten a big and the small and shit like that. But here you let the wave push under his tower, which made him miss some minions. I think hopefully it did. Yeah, it made him miss like 1 or 2, which is good for keeping him behind you guys. Normally in a 2v1 situation, you wouldn't even let him walk to the purple at all. But, I guess. Again, I don't like that you have to walk up for that. Especially because he could have hit you with the whirlpool, and you would have been taking more damage than you should have. Good job going 3 next. Let's see. I think we get the gist. You're going to get purple. Normally your Ganesh would help you out on this, but he's not. But wave gives more XP than purple, so you do want to prioritize wave more than purple, and you probably didn't have enough time there for go. Yeah, you missed out on half the wave, which is a big hit. Again, don't walk into that. Yeah. Missing out on that is a big fucking hit, especially since with the way the ADC is played right here. Don't walk into that. But especially with the way ADC is played right here, you kind of want to just get all the wave you can, especially when you're playing Jingwei, which is just like a hard form character. 1 second, let me watch this back again. He sees that you wasted your dash because you tried to get the knock up off of the one, I guess, off of his little wave thing, or you just tried to dash out of it. Either way, he sees that you don't have your dash here, so what you should do, immediately as you see him drop the wave, turn around and walk back, because that dude is going to win any engagement. Right now you're level 2, he's level 3, your dash is down, that dude's going to win any engagement, and he does, as he does a fuck ton of damage to you. Mr. Whirlpool. But all you're trying to do is just buy time for, Ooh, I didn't realize RNG fucked up your win. RNG fucked up there real bad. Alright. Okay. Not bad. Good dodge. Hey, you should have focused him there. In a situation where you got him under tower, you need to just pop your 2 and put all the autos into him that you can. In a situation where you kind of just walk into the whirlpool. Good dodge. At this point, the dude has no mana, but he's still out clearing you, because you're not using your 2 for wave clearing. Your 2, it does like collateral damage. Like if like you put whirlpool on the archers, then you pop your 2, then you do like collateral damage to all the archers, and you can kill all the archers within like 2 seconds. So yeah, start using your 2 for clear. Yeah, just use your 2 for clear more. You just need to speed that up a little bit. Not quite level 5. Alright, good job going in wave. Hopefully that gets under tower. It's not, sadly. Then you can get purple though. Yeah, normally I'd want you to go up there and hit those archers with the whirlpool, but you don't have Aegis, so it's kind of unsafe. There, you would pop 2 and throw them on the 1 second. Wait. Throw it there. Good. Now you have him cluttered up right here. This is where you would pop 2. You can also hit the wave, and you can hit him to do collateral damage. Pop 2 to clear wave fast. Normally you'd have Aegis, so you wouldn't have to worry about a Poseidon ult. But like here, you're kind of at a lot of danger because you don't have anything to protect you from the Poseidon ult. Yeah. Just use your. This is mainly gonna be for Jingwei, obviously, but just mainly use your fucking 2 for clear more. And Jingwei is probably the best hunter in the game right now, so you're gonna be playing her a lot fucking more. So it's good that you work on her right now. Bad. You're Jingwei. Don't try to go for early fights, especially whenever you don't have Aegis. Don't try to hit him with that. Now, obviously, if you had your Ganesh there like early on like you did, then that's when you would go for fights. But in a situation like this, don't try to hit him with that. Just focus wave with that. That's what you want to do. Don't start stacking here. This is where you want to go for boots. Boots to keep you safer. Also, you're Jingwei, so I would probably go for lane sustain over wards is what I personally do. I'd actually go for like, oh, don't do what you're doing. There's a wave pushing your tower. You're missing out so much XP by going into the jungle right here. Yeah, you realize it, but it's a little too late and you missed out on a fuck ton of minions. Bad ward. That's not a bad ward if you're not the only one warding. Like if it was still like, you know, 2-person meta, and you still had 2 people in that lane, then it wouldn't be bad. Don't get knocked up by your own stuff. I understand it gives you an attack speed boost, but it also fucking knocks you up, and that's not ever good. I mean, it's just more annoying because you miss out on some shit. Just continuously clear the wave. I mean, I guess it doesn't really do anything bad, but it's just fucking annoying. Another bad word. Here, one sec. Just go back 5 seconds so this annoying school word is in the way. Whenever you're the only one wording, here and here is where you want to word. That way you can see if they're going from red to purple, and you can also see if they dip down and go for oracles. You know, the word right here is good. This word is not, because you can't really see if they're going from buff to buff. You can't really see if they fuck. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, I guess they can still maneuver that. I guess they can still maneuver that angle. But anyways, yeah. Not really a good word. Again, if you're right here, if you're right here and you see him right here, with Jingwei you have time to get out. If you're right here and you see him right here, you may have time to get out. But then again, it's in a Wheelix, and she has, you know, fucking her one, you know, fucking Suku bullshit. She's gonna be able to hunt you down, and chase you down, and you're gonna have to. She's gonna at least get your ult out. But yeah. Just place them a bit deeper into the jungle. Go for wave, not buff. Another thing right here. Yeah, this is where but wave is more XP. Don't knock yourself up again. Just use your 2. Like, if like you use your 2, you won't have to knock yourself up for the attack speed boost. Just use your 2. Missed out on almost an entire wave, which is a big hit. You should have beaten this guy. I'm telling you right now, you should have beaten this guy. You shouldn't have fed this game. This guy was not very good. He was not playing the lane phase really good. You should have beaten the fuck out of this guy. I'm telling you, this guy shouldn't have been in the game. I mean, he still wasn't that good, but he definitely shouldn't have even been in the game. Scoot played laning phase really poorly, and there was a lot of things he fucking should have capitalized on. He has ult up right there. Bad time to dash. He's going for it. He was looking for it. Just walk to the side. Don't fully turn around there. You can still walk to the side and still try to chip in some models in him. He's going for it. And you're dead. Step too far up whenever you didn't have Aegis. Whenever you have beads, you have to kind of... Just don't get beads, but whenever you have beads, you kind of have to play in a different way. And that's more of just... Don't walk up into ult range. Whenever you see him walking back, you immediately turn around and hightail it out of there. Get that one out there a bit sooner. If you use 2, you wouldn't have missed that minion. There we go. One of your big issues is just you don't use fucking 2 for clear. You gotta start doing that. Wave, then buff, good shit. He's also not in lane, so that's actually good because you're able to push the wave into his tower. He's gonna miss out on some minions. What I would very rarely would I actually hit the tower unless I saw him just now back. That's when I would try to hit the tower and try to get it. And I would only go for it if I was confident. Upgrade your 2 rather than your 3. And I would only go for it if I was confident that I was going to be able to just, 100 to 0 it. Again, you're just letting the dude bully you because he didn't get Aegis early on, so he has nothing to actually worry about. And you're kind of just walking up a bit too far since you only have beads. Sometimes I have to be more careful. Two for clear. Whenever you use your 2, it also knocks them back, so they wouldn't go under tower here, because whenever they go under tower, you lose gold. Or, like, they're not worth as much whenever you get them. The tower assists and gets a lot of the gold. So if you use your 2, it actually knocks them back a little bit, and they don't get a whole lot. Also, good job not following this rotation, because he's still losing out on XP, so you can get that full wave to yourself. Yeah, whenever you're playing Jingwei, don't rotate unless the team absolutely demands it. Just kind of chill. Kind of chill and power farm. Good job trying to go for tower here. Again, you don't really have good enough wards, so it's not really a whole lot. But still, I guess it's okay. You could have done a few more shots there to have 3 more minions. This is where I would ult. It could have been a waste, but right there is where I would ult. They luckily didn't go in on you, but whenever I see them closing in like that, and I see the Wheelix and I see the Poseidon, that's when I would ult. Luckily, they didn't go in on you, but that's when I would ult usually. Especially because I would have, I would have gotten the extra tower shots that I could have gotten. Another situation where you could have used your 2 to keep him at a tower, or at least keep him at bay a bit longer and clear faster. Oh, we actually weren't behind by a whole lot in this game. A shame that we still fucking lost it. Okay, looks like you're trying to either trade 2-3, 2-3, or you're just trying to go for, or you realize that you didn't want to level up your 3 and just wanted to go for 2. I don't know how the fuck that didn't hit you, but you almost walked into that shit. Throw those on archers, throw that thing on archers almost every time. Never mind. You don't have anything. You don't have anyone. No, I guess you're fine with doing what you just did. I guess. Since the dude has Kraken and you don't have Aegis. You should have taken that fight. Right here. Whenever the dude is backing you down into your own jungle. Turn around. Immediately take that fight. Damn it, you don't have fucking Aegis. Holy shit, you not having Aegis is a big fucking hit. But if you had Aegis, you take this fight every time because you have RNG in your jungle. And you can take this fight, bait it out. The dude's already low on mana. That's enough for a Whirlpool, Kraken, and follow up afterwards. Which I guess you don't have fucking Aegis. But if you did have Aegis, you would call RNG over to come through this little path right here. Get right here. And you guys would actually be able to kill the side right here. But you'd have to actually bait the fight out. But you can't do that anyways because you don't have Aegis. Don't get knocked up by your stuff again. In that situation, you can place it down, then move to the right to where you wouldn't get knocked up by it. Don't rotate to this ever. As an ADC, you have to be really selfish. You have to be extremely selfish. He was able to rotate because he has his wave taking your tower. In this situation, you have to be extremely selfish. Especially in this role, you have to be extremely selfish. Oh, you fucked up on your landing. You missed out on wave, lost your tower, and died. Bad situation. Now that your tower is gone, you want to ward right here. And yeah, you want to ward right here. And over here by gold. So like, whenever this map goes away. You want to ward around this area, and then still in this area. And then you don't want to push up past this point. Past the little midway point, this little line right here. You don't want to push up past that whenever your tower's gone. And whenever I was an ADC, I would always say, hey, don't let him get my fucking tower, because it is a big hit to dual lane whenever the enemy ADC gets your tower, because not only that, a lot of gold for them, but it's also you can no longer cross this line right here, and that's a big fucking hit whenever it gets like farmish like that. So whenever I always used to tell Fallout, don't let him take my tower, and you'd always say, why are you bitching? But Fallout doesn't understand ADC. That dude does ult every 60 seconds without cooldown. So yeah, the dude's just gonna bop you. Because you don't have Aegis. Now you have Aegis. Look at you go. Are you going to buy wards for you? You didn't buy wards for you went back. That's wild. 1 second. Okay, you see her. Then chip in a few autos. You have a level on her. You have a level on her. You have both your actives up. You have your ult for safety. You have 62 stacks. Why didn't you take that fight? Not only did you not take that fight whenever you have all this around her, But you also have me and T Dizzle right there. Take the fight every single time. Take the fight every single time. Go ahead, Vegas. You didn't have to ult that. You have Vegas now. Two for clear. We're doing better. Hey, look at that. Unknown comes in. And you dashed into the Kraken. That's wild. Don't do that. As Jingwei, you have to wait for some things to happen before you want to, you know, actually initiate like that. And what the thing in this fight that you want to wait for to happen is the Kraken. And what you did is you dashed right into the Kraken, right as it was going up. Not good. Oh, he drug half your fucking wave. That's wild. As an ADC, I'd be fucking screaming if the dude took half my wave like that. Also, don't clear the wave when you're jungle. Drag it back into the lane. I don't mind you taking these, but take these whenever, like, you're flying back. You know, like, whenever, like, you're flying back, you saw him back, because you're going to beat him to lane no matter what. Actually, no, he's Poseidon, I guess. But in a lot of situations, you can take these and then go to lane with the flyback. You can fly here, take these, then go to lane. In this situation, you have wave. Don't go for this. Because these will give less than even this. And I don't like you going for this over wave. Don't back when you have wave. You back whenever you have your wave. Whenever you have your wave pushing into them. Don't back whenever you have wave yourself. 1 second. Okay. Few situations here. She's at your purple. She's waiting for you. You see her. Pop your 2. Auto her. Again, you have me and him right here. So if you die, we at least get a kill. You have to keep her there for a second. You have to sit there and bop her. Also, you're fighting a Willix. So it's really, as long as you just stare at her, you're fine here. As long as you just stare at her and don't turn around like you did, that's what killed you. You turned around, she hit you with a 3, she ulted you. That's just low game IQ. You gotta just stare at her and bop her down. Don't E. I mean, not E. Don't fucking 3. If you want, yeah. If you get the double knock up, she can't ult you. She can't ult you while knocked up. So if you want, you can place the 1 at your feet, since that's where she wants to fight. She gets knocked up. You also get knocked up as well, but you also get the attack. Then you want to pop your 2, and then you just want to burst her down. Honestly, if you did that, you would have won this fight here. And then your ult's up in 2, so as long as you buy yourself that time. Also, me and him can rotate over. It's a free kill. Me and him rotated over, but you were already dead, so and she was already gone. She was able to do that quick. One second. Let's go back to here. There we go. Bad ward. You still had your 3 up. You could turn around and auto that man, and then whenever he rooted you, dash out. But just put in some damage. Yeah, at this point, I don't mind you running away from her, I guess. I mean, you've lost 2 fights that you really should have won against her. So at this point, I don't mind you running away. I don't think you lost the first fight. You just didn't take it whenever you should have. You silenced him. You're all good. This is where you would turn around and ult aggressively, and then dash out. Something like that, but not quite. Jingwei's ult's fucking massive, and unless you're soloing a guy, like, you know, actually trying to solo them in lane, you don't want to ever use that ult as like a 1-person thing. Like whenever he had him in that Ganesh ult, that's when you wanted to fucking turn around. Also, that 1, you don't want to put it here. You know where he's gonna run. He was already hedged into there. You can put this, like, if you're standing right here, you can put that right there through that wall. It would knock him up. Pretty much guarantee you the kill. But you don't. He gets away. Bad word. You have wave right here. Going for void. Top 2 cleared faster. You don't have your relics up, so this could be a bad play. And this is why it's a bad play. Ooh, don't ult like that. You saw the Kumba. Here in a second. You see the Kumba on the wards. Your best bet here is to not use your 1 aggressively. Your best bet here is to 1, then 3, and then just try and outrun him. You're probably not going to outrun the Poseidon, but if Poseidon does catch up to you and you see him catching up to you, just ult, and you should be okay. But here, because you backed yourself up into a corner, this ult is not going near as far as it should. It's still in range of Poseidon. If he saves his roll pull, he can just roll pull you right as you land. Or he has a 2 in roll pull, but still, look how bad of a position you put yourself in. He's gonna be able to cut you off, and he's right behind you. Roll pull. Kraken. Yeah. Now you're chilling at 0-5 and 2. At this point, pretty much out of this game. Just some small farming issues and some actual 1v1 issues is what got you out of this game. It was a very quiet 0-5 though, honestly. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this guy's just fucking hard feeding. It was kind of like if you were doing this like in my ranked game, I wouldn't even know, honestly. Just because this Poseidon was doing a bad job of capitalizing off of it. But they, since they're actually a decent team, they knew that you were going 5, that you were doing poorly. So they did try to focus you out. Popped both actives there. I mean, you only really had to pop one. Either pop Beads or Aegis. Beads is probably a little unsafer, but Aegis is still pretty okay. I'd rather go for Oracles here. Oracles is the more XP, and it's not near as far from your wave. Also not near as far from your team, because, you know, if you're going for these right here and your team wanted you in mid because they were fighting in mid, you wouldn't be able to rotate soon enough. Standing in the Kraken, because you're putting yourself way out of position. Look at this, look at this, look at this. So, you see Poseidon right here on the wards. See Syl right here. Syl is, granted, is about dead. You're also focusing the tanks. In my situation, I would have tried to help secure the Scylla kill, or I would have immediately turned on this Poseidon. Tanks are not the thing you want to focus on in fights. I understand I'm kind of focusing on it, but that's because I'm also getting fucking melted. Also, don't ult into their jungle, further into the jungle. Because now, again, you're in a bad spot. You're not going to be able to outrun him, especially with the pathing that he's trying to take, the pathing you're trying to take. Put that a little too far in front of you. Still got away, but pretty unsafe. Just put that, like, just, you know, right in front of you. You should be okay. Not at your feet, though. Not at your feet. You want to put it, you know, like a yard in front of you. You'll be okay. Okay, better. Again, just pop that in immediately. You're wasting a lot of time whenever, like, you walk up to it and then pop it. Just pop it immediately. Right as you get in range of the camp, press square, pop it out, or X, whatever the fuck. Don't get Wind Demon. When a Toxic Star is a better crit item, don't get Wind Demon. Missed your one on wave. Yeah, at this point in the game, you just want to turn level 20. Get some more gold online so you can actually help your team out. Now that you're up here trying to push, this ward needs to go here. Another ward needs to go either red buff or here. They took... No, I guess gold probably... Yeah, gold probably came out back. Yeah, put it right here. One right here, one right here. But in some... If gold's down, you put it right here. I would dash out and make you. You were chunking him. Look how much. 1 second. Let's see this. 1, 2, 3, 3 autos, and he is about at half health. Dash out, immediately turn around, pop your 2, start chunking the shit out of him. Yeah, you were gonna win that fight. You had both your actives up. If you turn around and just autoed, yeah, you were gonna win that fight. That was an easy fight to win. Again, he's chasing like he wants to take this bad fight for him. Like they're sitting around the wall. You missed your 1. Good dash though. Didn't pop Aegis. Popped beads instead. You need to pop Aegis there, you won that fight. Pop Aegis there, you ult, you win that fight. Or you don't even have to ult, you can just hit the auto. But you win that. You should win that fight 100% of the time. I understand that one's probably a little annoying to lose. I'm fine with you focusing the tank here because he's a little deep, but you're using those ones really poorly. Gotta get better at those ones. Don't dash in like that. You're Jingwei, your whole thing is supposed to be safe. Don't dash in like that. It's a pretty decent one. Until you walked back into it, but good use of the 3 to make it work. Got to be hitting some more of these autos. Hey, you finally Aegis. Look at that. Got to be hitting some more of these autos. You also had your 1-up. You can stop him from you can stop him from escaping if you can hit him with more. Because I was also there, and I wasn't doing much this game, but I still did enough to burst that dude down. Could have put your 1. Here, 1 second. Let's watch. Could you put your 1 right here, around that area? That way he would have gotten knocked up. And, you know, would have been good. Would have been good for the team. Probably would have died there. So Wilkes comes in. Yeah. You gotta just have more fucking awareness of when she's gonna use her 3. Which is going to be usually like right after she lands and right as you're running away. Going to want to use that 3. They're pushing middle. Don't fly left. Now you put yourself out of position. Just fly to mid Phoenix every time. So now you have to walk all the way back around. Just a bad inefficient play. Bad one. Good chunk after the fact. We got his ult out. I mean, we didn't have to use much for it. I'm fine with you going for Kumba here since he's the only one in the Ganesh ult. But then after the fact, this is where, yeah, you're good try. The one was definitely the call there, to pop it into that fight. At this point, yeah, at this point you have ult, so I'd want you to actually walk up and try to chunk that Scylla. I don't want you to. 1 second. Right here. I want you to actually walk up and try to chunk that Scylla. I understand the entire team's right here. You have ult. This is where I want you to walk up, try to chunk the Scylla. If it doesn't happen, ult away. Ult. Do it 180. Ult to Phoenix. Gotta hit more autos. Gotta be more consistent with those. Good job juking the 3. You can... 1 second. Right here, you can spam the jump button. Like, right as you walk in that spot, like, you can spam the jump button and you won't fly out. So in situations like this where you don't want to fly, you can spam the jump button. And then you don't have this whole fucking weird 360 bullshit. Yeah, you don't have to do an awkward ult. Alright. I hope. Try to get a fucking, Also, don't go for crit after crit. You want to build. You want to get another pen item like kin size or, yeah, probably kin size. And then you want to sell this, and then you can get crit. And then that could be like a fucking Deathbringer, I guess. I don't fucking know. If you're doing well, get Deathbringer. But if not, then just get another pen item. If you're doing bad, don't get crit. And in a situation where you're 0-7, don't get crit. Crit's not gonna help you out there. You just want to get more pen, try to be useful for the team. Yeah, awkward ult. Alright, I hope that this was, not condescending. I hope that this came off the best way it could. And I hope that you take it and hope that you improve. But yeah, cool.